Welcome back, everybody, to an impromptu installment of It's All Content, because this is how I spend my mornings. Some might remember there was a giant wall of concrete chunks over here, and then a giant pile of rocks over there, and a pile of what I call fill material over there. And I mean, obviously, this pile is gone. That pile is a good bit smaller. And that's all I got left, that one pile of DG. I mean, I still have probably 5 tons of it over there, but oh, my hands, like, I do apologize. When I move the camera, my hands are shaky because it's 9 o'clock in the morning. It's almost 100 degrees. It's 50% relative humidity. And I know it sounds like I complain about the weather a lot, though. I mean, the weather is what it is. It's just like anything past 10 a.m. and I can't function out here. We call this the desert biome because nothing changes. It's just so hot. And I would also like to point out that, I mean, the net over there has fallen down because we had a bizarre, like, it was 112 degrees and it started raining. And all of a sudden we got hit with gusts of like 50-mile-an-hour wind. It snapped the neighbor's flagpole off. What was holding the corner of that paintball net that goes across like that, back from when this was a paintball field, is a 4x4, 12-foot long, set into concrete, just like that one right there in the middle. And that 50-mile-an-hour gust just snapped it like a twig. In stark contrast, now, like, pay special attention to those trees. It's an absolute doldrum. There's no, like, listen to how quiet it is. I can hear the freeway, and it's like 1.5 miles away. There's just, oh, hey, what's up, Cheech? There's just nothing. So I slave away at this as much as I can. This was run. I'm hoping to finish the editing on that as quickly as possible. And you know what? I'll take this opportunity. We'll look at this. Hello. We'll look at this like a blog, like installment of, I had the bright idea to come out here first thing in the morning. I got out here at 6 o'clock and I was going to film all 9 runs on Leviathan, and I did. It took about 2.5 hours, and it was, I mean, I wouldn't say the worst, but it was up there in, like, just the pantheon of terrible experiences. It was at 6 o'clock in the morning. It was 85 degrees and 85% relative humidity. And again, not complaining about the weather, it was what it was. But the gnats, the gnat population in that, every hole in my face was full of gnats for 2.5 hours. I also constructed a course that might perhaps be entirely too difficult. It was like gates 1 and 2 right there. I don't care about the spoilers. Nobody really watches them anyway. Gates 1 and 2 were like, I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know if it really shows, but gate 1 is completely sideways, and gate 2 is probably right on 45 degrees. So see this thing right here? Hello. That thing wants third breakfast because, you know, it's 9 a.m. So I got my umbrella back. That's the highlight. Wow. I have no explanation for how that got in there. So this is how you build an obstacle from the ground up. You think out a basic shape, and I begin by gridding that out, and then I fill all of the holes with the sifted gravel. I'm sort of running out of that. I don't have a ton left. This is basically all that remains of that giant wall because it's all in here now. So this is solid all the way down. I do a tier of it, and then I fill it with crush, like what's going on over here. And then I go over it again, and then I go over it again. And we just keep doing that until we get it up high. This obstacle is going to be a combination of all the things. We've got a rock entryway here. There's going to be a bunch of rock right here. We've got this going on. Wait for it. There we go. That's a big boy. We have a bigger boy too. They have a 747 airdrop tanker because we've had, this is day 8 of, I think the coolest day was 108. I don't know what that is in Celsius. 40 something. We've had 8 days in a row of that. We're supposed to have 2 more days. So this is Southern California. So now everything is on fire. You can't really see it. It's back up that way. But yeah, it's all on fire. So the firefighting planes are in and out all day. So this is what I do. I'm supposed to be working on that over there, but I don't know. My brain can't focus on stuff like that for that long. So I started building this with the hopes of building some pretty gnarly lines. That's about a foot of vertical right there. I think I have a pretty nice thing over here up on this side. I want this one, this will be the culmination of my skill set to date from building obstacles, and it is again another instance of reach exceeding grasp, because here's the edge right at my feet, and over there is that hand truck, and that's, oh, I don't know, that's got to be 15 feet. Well, I mean, a wheelbarrow for scale. Got another little canyon here, a little notch through there. Gonna build another little notch through here. The dream, provided that I can still move enough material from the other side of the fence. And there's still a good bit over there of rock and concrete. I want to get this thing, I want this to be the mount. Like, we're talking up here. Currently the highest points in the canyon are those two, the Twin Peak rocks there. So this peak, because I made it so narrow, isn't going to be able to get much taller. I want to get a little more slabby and extended down. It's kind of tapered down this way. As I said, rock along there. And then I just want to get this guy just big, like real big. And most importantly, approachable from all sides. So the goal is to get this guy just to like straight up and then kind of plateau off. And then the peak will be up a little higher than that. The no failure mark is it has to be at least as tall as the top of Oblivion, which I think Oblivion is only 4.5 feet or so. I would love to hit 6, but you know, that's gonna go, all of that is gonna go real quick. And that looks like a big pile of rocks until you start putting it into place, and then it's not so big anymore. I've also only got 1 bag of Portland left, so I have to buy more Portland because this whole thing is gonna have to get filled in. Otherwise, it'll just be a death trap. I'm feeling pretty good about this face right here. It looks easy and hard at the same time. There's my working companion sitting over there, as usual. Not helping. You should be helping more. Jage. Yeah. I'm heading back that way in a minute. I'll get you. So that's that. That's what I do. I worked on that for a week in the heat and got it set. And it's absolutely, well, at least where the gates were put this time is absolutely brutal. It was absolutely brutal. Look forward to, if you're one of the very few that do indeed watch the Invitational series, look forward to some of the highest scores you've ever seen. And I mean from heavy hitters putting up 30s. If you don't know how the Invitational is scored, that means nothing to you, but, you know, hey, anyhow. So I'm going to use what remaining, you know, I don't feel like I've got the, like, I'll get to the point where my hands are like this, which is how you know your body is like, stop, please. So when I get to that point, I'll stop. Until then, my goal, at least for this morning, is to get that out of there, because then I'll feel like I did something. I don't know where I'm going to put it all, because some of those rocks are 300 pounders and I have a lot more to move, and I'm already kind of getting to the point where I don't want to. So thanks for watching this. You know, I'm gonna give this sort of thing a whirl if anyone is interested at all. We'll find out. We'll find out after it's uploaded. Oh, and between now and the next time we talk, hopefully at least group 1 will be finished in the edit and uploaded, and I'll have that ready to go. So that's that. Thanks for hanging with me, everybody. Thanks for listening to me ramble, so I don't just feel like I'm talking to myself. And I hope you tune in for whatever happens to come next.